Who is a Bairagi? A Bairagi is someone who have understand that the happiness and the unhappiness is the same in different parts. Just like if you drink a water in a silver cup or if you drink a water in a golden cup, the taste of the water will be same because we know that the first quality is not dependent on the cups and the place which is holding it. Similarly, our life's quality is not dependent on the outside circumstances. If you give $1 billion to a rich person or if you give $1 billion to a poor person, their happiness of getting that $1 billion will be same. Just because he's a rich person, he will not be less happy if you get $1 billion, right? Or for another example, if a rich person is suffering from a cancer and a poor person is suffering from the same cancer, would that rich person will have less suffering just because he is rich? No, because the suffering and the happiness, it doesn't matter in what kind of bars you are in, what kind of outside circumstances you have made for yourself, just like, updating or working on our external things. The whole world is running after that things, material things, outside things. These are important. But if we expect from this thing happiness that if I get that thing, I will be happy. If I do it, I will be happy. No. And a Bairagi understand this thing very well, that our life's quality have nothing to do with these external things. That's why he is not interested in updating his parts because it have nothing to do with happiness. And doesn't matter what kind of desire we have. We may have all kind of desire to get something, to be something, to have something. We have so many desires, and that's why we're living. People are living in this world because they have some desires. And all this desire is connected to happiness. The root cause of all these desires is happiness. And so, if we say what's everyone's purpose is, what's that all humans' purpose is to be happy. All living creatures' purpose is to be happy. And that's same for everyone. It doesn't matter you are European, American, Indian, Hindu, Muslims, Christian, Buddhist, Jainism, it doesn't matter. The purpose is happiness. So, and a Bairagi understand this thing, that this happiness have nothing to do with this external things. And all the world, everyone is running after those things, the external things. And that's why Bairagi looks different. If you look at Bairagi or see a Bairagi, you will look like a different person. Because they are rare. And they are not, attracted by these stupid things, fancies, just small toys, which will give some kind of pleasure for some moments only, which will not give them satisfaction, which will only give them anxiety and tension that, and that's also a funny part that if we look at happiness, this pleasure, it's more suffering, having this, running after this kind of happiness is more painful. First, you have to run after it, working to get something, to do something, to have something. Then you are, in fear that will I lose it. If you are loving someone, you have this fear, will he leave me? And if I'm not worthy of him, or so many tension that will I have this? How long will I have this happiness? How long will I feel this joy? You have that fear in your mind. Then, when you will lose it, obviously you will lose it because this is the nature. The world is temporary. Everything is temporary. Dukkhalayam shashvatam. This world is full of suffering and pain, and also it's temporary. Even if you're happy, it's temporary. So when that happiness will not, when you will not feel that joy anymore, you will be in pain, so much pain, and you will again run after that happiness, because once you have got that kick in your mind, okay, if I do it, I get that dopamine kick, so I'll do it again. So then again, you are just going in circles. First, running for that happiness to get that, working hard for it, in pain, so much suffering, and then when you will have that, then you have that fear. Oh my God, how long will I have it? Then ultimately you will lose it, because that's the nature. So this is more suffering, this is more painful. And a Bairagi sees this thing very well and very, clearly, just like Buddha. Buddha has just understand this thing very clearly, that this external things have nothing to do with our satisfaction in heart. Just like the fourth quality is not dependent on the cups and the place which is holding it. You have to work on the fourth quality, not on the taste and cup. If you get a golden cup, the taste of the water will not, be good. Don't expect this thing that by getting some material things and other things out, external things, or updating your external circumstances, you will be happy. It will give you some kind of comfort, but happiness, no. Fulfillment of heart, no. Satisfaction, no. For that, you have to work in your inner world, not in the outside world. You have to observe what is happening within you. Stop focusing on the outside things. Start focusing on your inner world. What is happening? Because all your experience is happening within you. You experience joy not outside. In your inner world, you experience the joy, happiness, misery, suffering. Everything is happening inside you, but you have no time to observe that, to see that why this is happening. What's my nature? Why am I acting like a joker? Why? What is what? Start asking the right question. Yeah. Soon you'll understand why you're running after all these things. What is your purpose? Who are you?
Most smart people over time realize that possessions don't make them happy. Now, lack of material possessions can make you very unhappy.
Yes.
So being poor can make you unhappy, but being rich is not going to make you happy. And what happens, unfortunately, a lot of people struggle through their whole lives to make money. They make some, they're exhausted, and then they're like, well, now why am I not happy? I guess I'm just not a happy person. And smart people aren't happy. If you're smart, it's usually because you thought things through and you have a very busy mind.
Yeah.
And so a busy mind can often rob you of peace of mind. The peace that we seek is not peace of mind, it's peace from mind. So if you look at all the crazy activities you do to be happy, right? Whether it's like trying to get laid and have an orgasm, or, extreme sports, or looking at something beautiful, or taking a psychedelic, you're trying to get out of your own mind. You're trying to get your monkey mind to stop chattering at you for a moment. You're trying to get peace from the mind. And there are other better ways to do that. If you understand things, if you see things properly, you will naturally slowly develop peace from